I went into The Power of the Dog knowing, like, next to nothing. And we read, like, the Netflix description right before. Sure. And I was like, okay, some secrets are going to come to light. Some dudes are getting married, you know. Not some dudes, but, like, you know, people are getting married.
Yeah.
We're going to have to deal with those. Okay, that's fine. And I was watching the movie, and I was like, what's going on here? And it's like,
I've been there before.
It's split into chapters, and it's like,
I spent the whole movie going.
Chapter 2 ends, and I'm like, what is going on here? But not in the sense of, like, this story doesn't make any sense. It's more of, like, this movie keeps its most important, like, beats and the details that you want to know close to the chest. And it makes you think, and it makes you put the pieces together while telling a story that, for me, it felt like Jane Campion and cinematographer Ari Wegner were just like, come closer.
Yeah.
We're pulling you into the story. You are on this thread, and we are pulling you throughout the whole movie.
I love that.
The performances, incredible. Benedict Cumberbatch, Kirsten Dunst, Cody Smith-McPhee, Jesse Plemons, all incredible actors.
Yeah.
I already said the cinematography is beautiful. The cinematography is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
The soundtrack is so, like, scary and unsettling. Mm-hmm. It is not what you think of when you think of Western.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Wrapped
in a character drama.
Western clothing.
Wrapped in Western clothing.
I wouldn't even say wrapped in Western clothing. Western is like the outer layer jacket that it's wearing. It's like a psychological thriller that's being hidden by a character drama that's been dressed up as a Western.
This movie has a lot of layers.
It's really good.
This movie pulls you along, and it wasn't until the very end, we watched it with Mama Bruner.
Yes, my mom.
And me and Logan were like, that was a very...
You just don't get it, do you?
That's what
my mom said to us. And was like, no, it's this. And
it's
we
this.
both just went...
And suddenly, the movie clicked.
It was one thing.
That's what we've been waiting for!
Exactly! And I think, because of that, this movie is fucking genius.
It's incredible.
I think, like, this is definitely, like, top-tier Oscar movie this year.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love the commentary it makes. And just the way it ultimately wraps up. Like, this is not the movie I thought would, like, keep me guessing.
Yeah.
But it was. Yeah. It wasn't the movie that I thought it was going to be. It turned out to be something completely different. And sometimes that's a bad thing. But in this case, it was an excellent thing. Logan?
I find it very interesting to begin at the beginning. You call them chapters. I felt like they were acts. I viewed this whole movie from Act 2. In my head, I was like, this would be a brilliant play.
Oh, yeah, totally.
This would be such a good, like, drop it on stage, just the house, go.
The house and the exteriors,
yeah. Brilliant. I thought it was really, really well done. I'll get the one negative about the movie that I can already see people saying, and I can already feel, it's a super white movie. It's super white. There's, like, one actor of color in it.
He barely has any lines.
He has, like, one line. It's a super white movie. That being said, it's really well done. The story that they tell about secrets and protection and power,
manipulation,
whether intended positively or negatively, I absolutely agree with Marcus Troy saying it was a very straight white male movie.
I'm still trying to...
I agree with the sentiment, whether or not I know what he means.
Yeah.
But I agree with it in my own way of what I think that means. is.
Mm.
And I can see it as a very straight white male movie. And understanding the intricacy of that. I also think that a lot of critics are looking at it with a very black and white lens of, slight spoiler, the boy likes to make crafts.
Stop making those rose crafts, boy!
He's gay! And I would say, if you approach something by Jane Campion with the view of, if X is true, Y must be true, you're gonna miss a lot of what she's doing with her film.
Well, I personally think if you take that stance, then congratulations, you've become Benedict Cumberbatch's character.
You missed the point, yeah. Yeah.
You've missed the point entirely.
So I think going into it with an open mind, I will say, I want to watch the entire movie again.
Me too.
Knowing what I now know.
Mhm.
I said this in our group chat this morning. I still don't know if I liked The Power of the Dog.
I can't wait to see it.